After 16 years, one of the things that we were so grateful to be able to do is redesign our circulation desk. And our circulation desk has a couple of functions that we weren't able to have before. And we have a self-checkout carousel, and we also have an area where we have a ADA compliant area. Patrons who are in wheelchairs can wheel right up to that area and check out as well. And one of the features is also people can have a little bit of privacy when they're checking out their materials, and they can talk about fines in private. So that's also something that's really nice. It gives people 4 areas where they can check out instead of 3. So when we have our busy times, that is also something that is really nice. So we're just grateful to have the opportunity in order to redesign this whole desk. The library replaced a half-circle courtesy desk in this area with a soft seating area so that patrons could wait for their family members while they were checking out books, and they could just read their reading material right here and have a place to wait while they return. One of the things that our patrons kept requesting was more connectability from their laptops. So this area has that. At the bases of all of these lamps are outlets where they can connect their laptops into. And so we have 6 seats at this table, and then of course these 4 chairs where they can connect right in with any of their devices. We have our reference librarians who are working with this new reference desk that has been redesigned. It seats 4 reference librarians so that when they are all together during our busiest times, they can work collaboratively or independently when they work with answering our patrons' questions. The reference desk is higher in the back so that it can buffer the noise because behind it is our quiet area of the library. It is lower in the front so that patrons can just walk right up and access the reference librarians, but on the sides it has 2 higher areas so that our patrons can have their purses. It has a large work area in the back so that they can have that work area, and it has a lot of electrical outlets back there so that it can charge electrical devices. We're just so grateful that we are able to redo our circulation areas and our reference areas, because over the last 16 years so many things have changed and the way that we work has changed a lot. So just having this opportunity to redo things has just made the way that we work so much easier. Another item that we were able to upgrade with the new improvements was this area that we call the top shelf area. These items here are some of the more of the popular items that we just got in. They don't take holds or reserves, and they only go out for 7 days. And we were just able to increase our book budget with these since the levy passed. And this new area right here is illuminated, and the display kind of angles out at the bottom, so you are able to see the book titles a little bit more. Before this area right here, it was kind of dark, but now since it is illuminated, you can see the book titles and the spines a little bit more. So what was sort of a dim and kind of dark area of our library now is actually one of the nicer spots in the entire library. This is our computer instruction room, and we use this room all the time for, of course, computer instruction for adults and for kids. We use it for kids' keyboarding classes and for adults of all ages. We use it for adult classes for older adults when they want to become digitally literate, and for adults when they want to learn basic computer classes, and for more intermediate and advanced computer classes. We got a grant from the Margaret Clark Morgan Foundation out of Hudson for this whiteboard, and this whiteboard has made things so much easier because the whiteboard has a great screen, and instead of just projecting things from the laptop onto the screen via a just a regular LCD projector, the whiteboard is actually interactive, and you can walk up to the whiteboard and interact with it right from your fingertips or from the stylus. And we are just very fortunate to be able to work with Margaret Clark Morgan Foundation with that. Our computer classes are very popular. A lot of our computer instruction librarians are Microsoft certified. So you can go online at www.sml.org, smfpl.org, and check those classes out. I encourage you to do so. Thank you. We are standing in what we like to call Spike's Magical Habitat. It's our brand new, recently renovated storytime room. And we have a real turtle that actually lives here in our library and has been living here for over 25 years. And this is our caricature of Spike the turtle. And Spike lives here with some imaginary friends, and that would be Molly, Freddie, Paige, and Lorenzo, and the first initials of those names stand for SMFPL, which are Stow-Munroe Falls Public Library. And we actually have a real-life coloring book here at the library that explains the personalities of those caricatures, and we think that every child in Stow has a personality that they could identify with. And we actually have some playing cards that we pass out to kids, and tells a little bit about some books that those children like to read. But if you look around the room, we have a tree here that is wrapped with some wall graphics, and we have some dragonfly lights that light up, and we can control the atmosphere of this room to match some of the books that we can read at story time. And I can show you some of the lighting that we can do with our lighting pad over here. We can turn all the lights off, or we could have just like a scary story time, or we could have just the stars on, because we end all of our story times here with Twinkle Twinkle Little Star. We start that when the kids are very young with Lapsit story time, and then we do it as the kids progress in age, and then they really like to have it as they grow older. We can turn the stars off, or we can have the bugs on, or we can have all of the lights on. So there are many things that we can do with lighting to enhance the story hour. We have our puppet stage here, and then all of our puppets are also back here. So I think the librarians have told us that we have over 40 puppets. And then each child has they get their own lily pad carpet to sit on. And then of course we have this rubberized microbial floor here that to sit on as they enter into the story time. So we're really excited about our new storytime venue, and the kids really seem to like it too. We've had a couple of story times in here and it has gone really, really well. So a lot of time and thought went into this this renovation, and we're hoping that next year we can take this storytime experience and expand it out into the whole children's floor.